Hi and welcome to Let's Talk Retro, the show episode 4.
Hello, today's main feature is the London gaming market that we've been to recently, but first of all we're going to tell you all about the latest retro gaming news. Hello and welcome to the news. So this is the bit where I pretend to be a newsreader for about a minute. Okay, so first up we've got a story about the Oliver twins. So they're obviously famous for the Dizzy series of games. They were asked at the Play Blackpool, I believe, if they ever made a NES version of one of their games. And they went up in their loft, one of them, and found a floppy disk. And on it, it had Wonderland Dizzy. It had Wonderland Dizzy on a floppy disk, and it was the actual, all the programming code. So they got in touch with a friend, I think, someone from Twitter, and they were actually able to send them the disk. And they basically compiled the code, and actually, not only that, they actually have been able to make it work in a Flash browser, so you can play it online. Colin is going to put the address here to where you can go and play the game. All completely free. They were able to negotiate and get permission that it could be released as free to you guys, so you can get on and play that. There's also downloads as well if you want to play it on an emulator. It probably even works on the EverDrive if you're lucky enough to have one of those. But yeah, so yeah, retro game found in a loft, converted by someone in the community, and now released for everyone to play, so that's great news there. Now over to Colin with some more news.
Thanks James, and up next we have news on the Retro Collect Video Game Market 3. The organisers say they have outgrown their original venue at the Leeds Town Hall, and this time round it's going to be held at the Doncaster Dome. The date to put in your diary is Saturday the 5th of March 2016, with doors opening at 10 AM. There's going to be ample of free car parking at the venue, as well as 175 stalls selling video games, toys and merchandise. It sounds like it's going to be a great day. And finally, some great news for you Pokemon fans. Nintendo has said that they're going to release the original Game Boy versions of the Pokemon Yellow, Red and Blue on the Virtual Console to celebrate their 20th anniversary. The date to check out the Virtual Console for these titles is 27th of February 2016. And so that's about it for this month's retro gaming news. Now it's back over to the sofa for more chat and views about the recently held London gaming market.
Right then, so now we're going to tell you a bit about our views and what we thought of the London gaming market. And Colin, I believe you've made a little list of the people that were there.
Yeah, I managed to get around more than you did. You were sort of stuck on the store selling quite a bit. I know Anna did let you take over when it was a bit quieter, let you go and have a look round, but I was the one that was able to go. Well, I say able to go and have a look round. It absolutely got ram-packed in that place, and it was so crowded. It was, being in my wheelchair, it was even harder than most people to get to see things. But when it quieted down, I did get round and have a good look around and see who was there. Spoke to some of the people, and so yeah, I made a list. So the first store that I seen was Cave of Pixels, and I've seen their on other videos. I've seen pictures of their stores at other shows and things, and they were there at the market, and they had like quite a good store with lots of cave pixel art. If you've never seen them before, they do sort of art with pixels, and their store was good. And there was also another guy that was just opposite us. He was doing a similar sort of thing, selling pixel art with made of beads. And I didn't actually get to see who he was or what his name was, but he had quite a good stores and good
Yeah,
stuff.
I did notice he had some sort of perler art, I think it's mostly called, isn't it, in America, where he'd made Pac-Man and stuck them on a picture frame and like painted the picture frame. And it's just a really good idea, and it wasn't even that expensive. You think if someone spent a lot of time making art or whatever. No, I think it was
good.
It was all good. Yeah, no, I'm not used to seeing that kind of stuff. You see it online in videos, but I've never really seen them in person.
Yeah, I know Anna was quite impressed with that store. Another store that I seen was Geek is Cheek, and they had a lot of t-shirts, gaming t-shirts. Slightly disappointed that they didn't have anything in extra large, my size. Getting a bit big these days, but that's surprising actually, because a lot of people that were there were obviously sort of like, you know, guys that were quite big built and stuff. So surprised they didn't have many stuff in many t-shirts in extra large, but there are lots of other sizes and quite nice designs. And I think there was 3 other stores selling t-shirts as well that I never actually got around to seeing properly and seeing who they were. But so that was like three t-shirt stores anyway. And then the store that I was really impressed with, and I know you were as well, because you came over to me at one point and said to me, "Have you seen the guy over there with the custom painted consoles?"
Oh yeah.
And that was Retrospective 22. And this guy, he was so into the consoles and so sort of, I can't remember what the word is now. What do you call it? Sort of.
Is it enthusiastic?
Enthusiastic. That's the word.
He was, I mean, he was answering questions.
Yeah, and when he spoke to you, he was so enthusiastic about the paint jobs he'd done on these consoles and telling you how he did them, and they were really good. I thought they, you know, really well done, really well put together. Not overly expensive either. I think I asked him the price of the SNES because I liked the look of the SNES, and it was £75, including cables and an extra controller, I think he says. So that's not bad, you know, if you're looking for a SNES nowadays in good condition on eBay.
If you don't want the yellowy, yellowy case like some of them go.
But yeah, so everyone was commenting on his consoles as well and how cool they looked. So they were good. Another thing, another store that I only briefly got to have a look at was a thing called Hyperplay RPG, which is a new magazine, sort of fanzine. It's just
the 2 guys.
Yeah, it's just come out. It's on issue 0 at the moment, and I think I heard them saying that issue 1 is coming out sort of the end of this month, end of November, beginning of December, in time for Christmas. And it's £3.50 a copy, and it's basically, if you remember the Superplay magazine, which had sort of lots of sort of blended
like manga art.
Yeah, sort of Japanese culture and gaming and animation and stuff like that in it. And so they're trying to sort of do a replication sort of that as a nice black and white sort of fanzine at the moment. And you can buy that online. We'll put all the information for that and all these other stores in the description. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with my words tonight.
All right.
Today. But anyway, so that was Hyper Roleplay RPG. Now I think the biggest store there probably was Console Passion for the games.
And stacks and everything.
They had every console you can imagine, wasn't there? There was a game there for, or several games for. I think they probably had about 6 tables. It went right the way down one side and round the corner, and they were well set up with a cash register and everything.
Yeah,
but they also, so as well as the games, they also had consoles, and they had a scramble on there.
The
grandstand, that I used to have when I was a boy, and I want to get again. I was so tempted to.
I think they had some Texas Instruments.
They did
stuff that I'd never seen before, which was good. Yeah. And I think they were really busy. But you could just pick up everything was wrapped as well. Did you know? It was all in plastic wrapping with the prices on. So it was good.
Yeah, I was impressed with their stores. First time sort of going to a market like that and seeing that. Also, there was a Game Centre, which was another store which I got some pickups from, which we'll be showing you later on. And
Retro Hunter, was it?
Yeah, Retro Hunter. Yeah, and
he's on YouTube.
Did I say Game Centre? Retro Hunter. Yeah, they had lots of games again and consoles.
They had loads of consoles. Yeah.
And then there's a guy that was not the one that was next to us, the one in the corner. I think he was called Mr. Sega.
Stacks and stacks of stuff that guy had.
Yeah, and he had magazines on the floor that people were going through as well. I noticed.
I remember things kept dropping off the table, and a load of Mega CD games fell off, and I was just like, oh no! Of course, they're the big box, thinking,
Yeah,
oh,
there was someone there that
that'd
had a copy of Shenmue. I don't know whether they
Yeah.
bought it.
Oh,
They were
yeah.
trying to get it back in the cardboard
Yeah, yeah.
slipcase that it comes in, and they were sort of trying to get it, and I was like just cringing,
Ramming it, yeah.
because it's like about about a £50 game, and they were just, and I think you could see him cringe. I don't know, so I'm not sure whether they'd actually already bought it or whether they were thinking about buying it, but yeah, so I was cringing at that. And then there's also a Sega artist there selling prints from that he'd been commissioned to do by Sega over the years, and he was always busy. I never got to actually go and speak to him, see who he was.
I saw loads of people carrying the art round.
Yeah, he signed it for them instead of signed prints and that, wasn't it? So, and and then of course there was us.
Oh yeah,
you were there mainly you were the main driving force behind our stall and selling some of the stuff that you sell on eBay, and I think you had a lot of doubles that you sold off for £1, and I think that went down quite well.
Yeah, I think that was the most successful thing there. Yeah. So we just basically got all the doubles, and where we had label upgrades and stuff, just put it all in a box, and I think quite a few people said like games for £1, and they were. I think it just did really well, and I think the box was almost empty by the end of the day, but people were queuing up to look through it, and so if you're watching and you picked up one of those, enjoy your game for £1.
Yeah, I think you're going to try and do something like that again next time if you can get more devils to replenish the stock.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, if we've got
yeah, and of course you're also selling the clocks, the retro gaming clocks that you sell on eBay as well. That's my Commodore one, which normally sits over by my Commodore Amiga and Commodore 64. And they're still available on our eBay store if you want to pick one of those up.
Plug.
Yeah, shameless plug. Yeah, but, so if you want to pick one of those up, they're still available on our eBay store. So so that was basically who was at this first ever London gaming market.
Strange.
Again, there's another thing that was slightly strange. That woman that came up to you with 3 Game Boy games.
Oh yeah, yeah.
She with the work edited.
Yeah, I thought I wasn't sure if this was someone
on the wind
doing
up.
a prank, doing a wind up or being filmed for YouTube or something like that. And I'm probably quite a shy person anyway. But yeah, this lady whips out 3 Game Boy games without cases, I think.
Yeah.
And she's, can you tell me a bit about these games?
It's turned into like Antiques Roadshow.
Yeah,
for
that's
games.
it. Yeah, it was.
I wish I was videoing it.
Yeah, I felt like the valuer for a minute, and I just said, well, their Game Boy. One of them was Tamagotchi World or something. Tamagotchi something. I think it was just Tamagotchi on the Game Boy. I think it was a Game Boy game rather than a Game Boy Color. What were the other 2?
I can't remember, but I know
to be honest, they weren't like amazing games, and I think she thought that I've got these from my childhood, or I've been given these.
Yeah.
These could be brilliant. And she said, can you tell me about these games? And I just didn't know what to say. I was like, well, they're for the Game Boy, and she was like, yeah, but can you tell me can you tell me more about them? And I just didn't know what to say, to be honest. So I must have looked to right pillock, but. She genuinely just wanted to know what these were. And I thought, well, have you bought them in here? And for a minute, I just thought, has she been sold these? And someone's just said, oh, these are worth loads of money, but I'll do them for 20 quid or something. So I just didn't know what to say. But so I just told her how it was. This is a game about this, and this is about this. And I think she did ask, are they worth much? Yeah. And I just said, they're, like anything retro game, some people will pay more than others, but
definitely a bizarre moment of the day.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
Yeah, so from a buyer's point of view, I thought it was quite good because there was lots there, and I've sort of got a few points that I picked out that people spoke about since the event on Facebook, on the organisers' sort of Facebook page, and some things that people have said, and there's some things that I agree with that are said on there, some things that I disagree with. And firstly, something as having a store, we didn't have to worry about the entrance fee, and it was £5 to get in. That was the early sort of like price to get in at 11 o'clock to get in to see the bargains and stuff, which most people did seem to go in at the early 11 o'clock. That's when it got very busy. Yeah. So that was like £5 to get in, which I didn't think was too bad. I don't know what you thought. Do you think that would be?
I mean, they've got to charge that because they've got the cost of the hotel.
Yeah.
And I bet that wasn't cheap for London.
Yeah. No.
But yeah, no. So yeah, you could if you went later, it was £2.
It was £2. Yeah. There were some people that complained that was at 12 o'clock if the price dropped to £2, and some people sort of moaned that they went in at about 10 to 12 or sort of 5 to 12, got charged a £5, and a few minutes later it was down. The price was down to £2. So
maybe that wasn't. Maybe those guys didn't know.
Yeah, I don't know whether it was advertised as that, but I mean, whether they should have just maybe hung on a little bit and got in at a cheaper price. But I think a kid went in free with every paying adult as well. So if you're taking the kids in,
that's good.
That was a nice little incentive to get the kids in cheaply. The other thing obviously was how busy it was. People complained it was so busy that some of the stalls were 3 or 4 deep. The rooms were very hot, weren't it? I know you were hot and feeling bad at times all day. But there was definitely some air conditioning near our stall. I think later on in the day, as you went away from it and then came back, you could feel it getting cooler near our stall. So I think we were probably in a better place, even though it was still very hot.
Lucky.
And it got very smelly, didn't it, when it first opened? And there's quite a smell of BO and
smell of gamers.
Yeah, gamers on a Sunday morning.
Yeah,
but again, that's something that the organisers can't really do nothing about, apart from advise everyone to have a shower before they come to the market.
You make it sound awful. The poor guys probably had to battle the trains and tubes and then wait in line. But there was one point when it was. And
then I say it was 3 or 4 deep, and I've seen some people to get to stores, and some people saying that they couldn't get to the front to see, and seen somebody had an idea saying that maybe they could make people queue to get to the stores and only have so many people looking around the store at a time, which might be a good idea, but then you're just going to get everybody complaining that they spent half the day queuing. So, but I know that they have said that they're looking to make it bigger. They want to have more rooms, I think, next time. I'm not sure whether that means, not sure whether that means a different venue, or whether we were looking at that, thinking about the venue. There's lots of doors that were sort of locked all the way around, and so whether there's more rooms behind those that won't open that they could open, and then
there's like partitions, wasn't there? So they can either have it, I guess, the whole lot open or several bits. But
so maybe they can make it more roomy and get more stalls in there, so there's not everyone just crowded around the. So I think when I counted, I think there's probably around 30 stalls. I think that might be right. It might be over. So I think there's about 30 stalls there altogether when I had a quick count up. So. So I think this is just the first one, and they're going to look at making it bigger. I think now they've had the sellers in once, and people know that they're going to get the crowds, they're going to get the people. They're open to attract more different sellers for next time. So I know they are, from what they say on their Facebook page anyway, going to be working to make it bigger and better for next time.
That's great.
We mentioned about busy and the prices. I heard somebody said there wasn't enough variety. They'd like to see more there in the way of variety, but I thought there was plenty of variety.
There was stacks of stuff. I thought I'd seen everything until, but no, there was loads of.
We were obviously selling like our clocks and stuff, which is a bit diversity. There's people because we already mentioned we're selling the books. There was 3 stores selling T-shirts and things like that. There was a couple of stores selling sort of jewellery and things like that. They were game related. There was the Sega artist, and there was the artist in the other room that was selling stuff like Assassin's Creed sort of paintings and pictures.
There was loads of board games. I know there was people walking around with Back to the Future Monopoly.
All right. I've seen Soho Monopoly or something like that. Soho
there was stacks of board games that never heard of.
So I thought there was a real good variety. In fact, if anything, I thought there needed to be more games. I think you had there was 3 big stores that were selling games, and a few sort of smaller stores with a few bits and pieces sort of thing. So from my point of view, probably needed more games than anything. But I thought it was a good variety. Someone else mentioned that the prices of the games were too expensive. Now, you're going somewhere where obviously the people that are doing the stalls are mainly professionals.
Yeah, they've got shops.
They've got shops. They know what the prices are. You're not going to get boot sale prices. No. But the thing was, they seemed to be willing to haggle. If you asked, they were willing to haggle. They were willing to, if you were buying a bundle to sort of knock a bit off or whatever. So maybe people just didn't haggle enough. I don't know what they sort of did, but they seem to be willing to haggle anyway. And I think, I was looking around, I was thinking some of the prices seemed a bit steep, I must admit. But then there's that copy of Hero. Remember all day I was zooming in and out about Hero for the Atari 2600.
Should have got it.
A game I really want to add to my collection for the Atari 2600. And it was $19.99 boxed. And I kept picking it up and looking at it, and I kept thinking, oh no, I'm sure I've seen it for £15 on eBay before boxed. And maybe it is a bit steep, and I didn't bother getting it. And then since when I've been back, I looked on eBay. I think there was a one box copy on there for £35 and one for about £50.
Should have got it.
So I don't know.
Caught
so
slipping.
there was a price there that was better than the eBay price anyway in one instance. So yeah, so I didn't think it was too bad.
Yeah, a lot of these the guys there selling, they had like 3 or 4 staff. So
yeah,
by the time you've driven to London and then paid like their wages for the day, so
yeah.
But it's up to the buyer. You know, if you see something you want and the price is too high, then and if the seller won't, drop a little or whatever, then the hunt continues. That's how it is.
I should have haggled on that hero price and I tried to buy for 15 quid or something. But,
yeah.
What an idiot. Never mind.
Never mind.
Anyway, there's always next time. So so from a buyer's point of view, I didn't think it was too bad. I thought it was quite a good market, quite a good thing to go to, especially if you're into retro gaming.
That's it. I've never seen so much retro stuff in one place before.
So basically, in summing up, we had a very busy but tiring day, and also a very good day.
Yeah, it was great. Much better than I thought it would be.
Yeah,
it was a big hit, I think, and long may it continue. Let's hope for some more.
Yeah.
One of the good things I noticed, loads of families.
That was good to see. Lots of young kids there, all enjoying the retro games.
It wasn't just geeky gamers all day long.
No,
there was some consoles all set up around where we were, GoldenEye next to us. And I remember seeing there was four pads. You just pick up a pad and start playing. There was 4 people that got organised. I don't think they knew each other. I think they were all strangers, but they all obviously loved GoldenEye. They all sat down and they were playing, laughing, shouting at each other, and then at the end they got up and all shook hands. So that was good to see.
Yeah, I heard them saying, "Well, maybe see you here next time."
That's
so
it.
Obviously the competition on that will continue. And the funny thing is, I was watching that GoldenEye, and it seemed to be a bit of slowdown. I don't know whether it's because on a modern LCD TV or what it was, but it just seemed to be a little bit. Didn't seem to be quite right. Sort of wasn't seem to be running at the right speed, if you ask me, for some reason.
And there's 4 people hammering it.
Maybe. But so at the end of the day, it was a good day. I think most people that went there enjoyed it. There's plenty of room for improvement, which the organisers have acknowledged, and they say they're going to hopefully, now that they've had the first one out of the way and everyone knows what to expect.
They can learn from that, can't they?
Yeah, learn from that, and hopefully make it the bigger. They say they want to make it the big retro gaming event that London deserves. So fingers crossed for that. And
good on them for organising it, and let's have loads more.
We've already booked up for next time. We're going to be doing a store again next time, so we're going to be there again at the next one, and so hopefully we'll see you there. But anyway, so next up it's time for 1 minute of uninterrupted gameplay, and that's featuring a game that I was trying to get at the show, but I couldn't find it. Nobody had it. Okay, so that was 1 minute of uninterrupted gameplay featuring Comic Zone on the Sega Mega Drive, which was a game that I was hoping to pick up at the London Gamer Market, but unfortunately nobody had it. So still a game that I wanted to add to my collection. and they come up on eBay quite regularly, so I'll probably buy one sooner rather than later, sort of thing. Something else I was also thinking about picking up on the day was I wanted to see, you know, the LCD screen for the PlayStation 1.
Oh yeah, goes on the back and opens up. And
There's something else I've been wanting to add to my collection for quite a while. Again, they're getting pretty rare now, those. And I think they do pop up on eBay every now and then, but quite expensive. But something else I'm looking to add to my collection. But nobody had one of those either. So I know you didn't pick up much because you were all on the stall all day, busy selling and chatting to people.
No, but I did pick up one thing, and this is one of these. And it's a Nintendo NES carry case. And that's what it looks like. So you've got a Nintendo logo on the top. It's a plastic case with a slot in the middle for controllers or whatever you want, and spaces. And it's got spaces for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 games. Look how quick I did that maths.
Yeah.
Impress myself sometimes. Now this is, as you know, this is a present for coming down with me and.
So you forgot the name there.
That's it. Yeah. This is a present which you already knew about, so it's no surprise. But yeah, that's yours. So yeah, it was cheap. It was 10 quid. Well, I think it's cheap. Some people might say 10 quid on a bit of plastic. Are you mental? But no, I thought it was great. You just don't. You don't ever find them anywhere.
No. So I'd never seen one really much before. I've seen one once on eBay, but so anyway, James bought me this, and it was getting on later on the day, and I hadn't bought any pickups.
I should have said it was more, shouldn't I?
You should.
Yeah, 30 quid. You owe me. I mean, yeah.
But yeah, anyway, everyone was. I was confused, but I was looking for like those. Did I say for Comic Zone in particular, and an LCD screen for the PS1, but couldn't find those. There wasn't any other pickups that were really, apart from that Hero, which I kept on thinking about, but I thought it was going to be a bit expensive. Yeah, I didn't buy that. So towards the end of the day, anyway, I went over to the Game Hunter. Is that what they were called? I can't remember. Retro Game Hunter. They had a nice store there, and I did pick up some games to go in there.
Let's see what they are.
As I said, you know me. I normally have to buy everything boxed. My little rule, as I've always said, I said before. No box, no buy.
I remember it well. I cringed then.
Yeah, you're cringing now. But yeah, so that's my little saying. So I like to have everything boxed. But as James had bought me this, I thought this is a great incentive to fill this with games. So
that's it. You got some space to fill.
I went over and I found some NES games. Ones not particularly uncommon. They're sort of pretty common titles, but titles that I want to play. So that's the main thing. Is games are for playing, if you ask me as well.
Right, let's rattle through them. What's up?
So first up, we got this is tennis, obviously for the Nintendo Entertainment System, and that was a £5. And
as Jay would say, show the people.
Show the people, yeah. And it's
there you go. You've seen that.
A nice cellophane package.
Look at that. That's great.
Nice and clean.
It is.
Obviously, that was one of the black box originals because of the
the label. Yeah.
So that was tennis, and then for another £5, I bought World Cup because I like my football games.
I remember playing this back in the early 90s, yeah. Great game, Nintendo World Cup.
Yeah, so I like my football games, so I bought that. And I also like my Black Label games, so I've got the light gun for the NES upstairs in my games room, so I've only got the one game on it for that so far, so I was happy to pick up. This is £14, this one. A bit dearer.
Yeah, we are.
And it's Hogan's Alley.
Yeah, and this is featured in Back to the Future.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I watched that when it was all on the other day. I can't remember that.
Yeah, it's in the retro calf or the 80s calf, I think it's called.
Wouldn't have been retro then, would it?
I'm really sorry. I'm completely wrong. Leave a comment. It's not Hogan's Alley, it's Wild Gunman.
Oh, right.
Which is very similar.
I've never heard of that.
Haven't you?
No.
You should check it out. But yeah, do you remember he's shooting at the screen and one of the kids goes, "Oh, that's a kid's game."
Yeah, probably. I've had a sleep by then. I spent no me.
No,
put a game on, put a film on, I fall asleep. And finally, a game that I've heard lots of people say is good, and I do like ice hockey games. So if you can guess from ice hockey what it is.
I can see it, but can you guess what it is? And can you leave a comment? But even though you're going to find out now that it is...
Blades of Steel.
Blades of Steel.
and that was £8. So the whole lot altogether come to 32 quid. And when we're talking about haggling, I don't know, it's not the best haggle in the world, but I said, will you take 30 quid for these? And of course he said yes.
Nes goodness.
Yeah. I like the way they're all presented in nice cellophane bags. And so they're going to be going into here to start me off with. I might have to take them out of the bags, or can I leave them in the bags tonight? So yeah, so that was our pickups. Okay, so it's that time again for our shout outs of the month, and if you're a new subscriber, just keep an eye out along the bottom, just like last time, because we're going to whiz your names across, just so you all get a little mention, just to give something back, as we said the last time. And but we've both got a shout out each that we're going to do. And do you want to go first with yours?
Yeah, I will go first then. A guy we met actually at the London Gaming Market. His channel is called Pug Hoof Gaming, and have a look at his channel. We'll put a link to his channel on here. Great guy, really friendly. He was happy to be there. He had his YouTube filming equipment with him, and we had a good chat. And yeah, check out his channel. There's loads of variety on there. It's not just the same old kind of thing or let's plays constantly. There's just all sorts on there. And yeah, I reckon he's a big up and coming guy for the YouTube community in the UK. So yeah, check him out.
Yeah, he said to me that he was all for the community, and like I said, I think it says on his channel that it's all about positivity. And
yeah.
So yeah, it's a channel worth checking out. And my shout out this month goes to 8-Bit Marriage, and that's Natalie and Kevin in Belgium, and they're a fairly new channel, and I know they really wanted to be at the London Gaming Market. They said to me a couple of times that they wished they could have been there, but it was just too far for them to travel this time and too expensive to get there. But maybe next time, guys, there's 3 or 4 shows there, or markets next year.
Get that Eurostar booked.
Yeah, get it booked. We'd love to see you there. But their channels, it's like I say, it's a fairly new channel, and they go around the thrift stores and sort of charity shops in Belgium. And although I think the second video they did come from Germany, where they didn't actually pick anything up, but they had a good time. They've also done a couple of other videos there, sort of top. Is it top 5 or top 10? I can't remember.
Oh, Game Boy games.
Game Boy games or rare Game Boy games, which was an interesting video to watch. And there's also one where Natalie painted a Game Boy and showed you how she did it, and that was a good video to watch them doing a custom.
It looks great. I've seen that.
Yeah,
I've seen the Instagram.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's really clever.
Yeah.
I wish I could do that, but I can't. I'm rubbish at art.
So I'm sure, again, they're another channel that's going to... But they're already... I think they've probably got more subscribers than us already, and they've only been going there.
I think in their first game searching video, they find a miracle piano.
Yeah, starting at the top.
So, yeah, that's it, yeah.
I mean, where did you go from a miracle piano? They didn't buy it, though. So.
No, yeah.
But yeah, guys, we're really enjoying your channel, your content. So keep that going, and if you haven't checked them out, make sure you check them out. It's 8-Bit Marriage.
And don't forget Pug Hoof Gaming. Right, so that sums up the show episode 4. Thanks again for joining us. Hello to all our subscribers. I hope you saw your name down the bottom. Leave us a comment if you did. Don't forget to check out the 2 guys, 8-Bit Marriage and Pug Hoof Gaming. And yes, that about sums it up.
Yeah, and we'll stop going on about the London Gaming Market now. We've got about 4 weeks I think, out of that. We've been banging on about it for ages, but it was a good day. So yeah, like I say, we'll stop banging on about it. So
that's it. I think it's about time we said goodbye, and I'm going to see if I can kick your ass at Nintendo World Cup.
Oh, we're never going that, are we?
Yeah.
Okay, so until next time, what they got to do, James?
Keep it retro.
Yeah, keep it retro, guys. We'll see you soon.